right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. Getting ready for a nice weekend. It looks like we finally have blue skies here in the Bay Area. Hopefully it stays that way. So let's go ahead and start. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. In through the nose. And let's just roll the head a little. And to the other side. Good. Deep breath in, let the legs extend out and stretch forward. Inhaling and exhaling. Good morning. All right, reach the arm up and stretch. One leg out. In and exhale. I tried to add music to the videos. Here we go, and switch like through a YouTube music, but then it cuts out the voice. So that didn't work. So you have to play your own music to the video. Here we go, legs apart and over. Good, take a stretch. Good. All right, and then let's stretch it over to one side. Deep breath and exhale. See if you can go a little deeper into that stretch. And up and then to the other side. Touching over. Breathe. See if you can go a little deeper. All right, and then stretching forward. And going as far as you can, pushing in the small of the back, and you might only be able to go this far, that's okay. Just go as far as you can. Try not to let the legs roll in. That's the most important thing. I don't want it to roll in like that. I want it to stay out. Good. And breathe. And exhale. Good. Okay, let's take it down to the mat. Here we are. And stretching. Right leg up. And flex and point. Good. And circling the ankle. And then cross it over and bring the knee in. Good. And breathe. Rock a little side to side. And if you can only go stretch right here, good, just hold it here. Nice, bringing it in. You can bring the hands through. Good. And switch sides. Here we are. Left leg up. And flex. And point. Flex. And point. Circling. Cross it over. And bring it through. And stretch. Deep breath in. And exhaling. One more deep breath in. And exhaling again. All right, here we are. Let's rock a little bit side to side. And just take the shoulders up off the mat. Holding it here. And feeling that belly pulled in, lower back on the mat. Head is looking up, right? You don't want to crunch down. And we'll start with the single leg stretch for 16. Extending out and hold. And out and hold. Now if you need to support your head, put one hand here. And 4. Good. Otherwise you're here. 5. And 7. All right. Going. Exhaling as you extend. Two more. All right, nice work. Bring it down and rock a little side to side. Good. Let's go ahead and support the head. Take the shoulders off the mat. Bring the knees in and extend out. And in. And as we extend out, lower the body. But keep that lower back on the mat. Extend out. If you have a hard time with this one, just stay down and bring the knees in and extend. Yeah, just like this. Nice and easy. Just getting the stretch otherwise. In, extend, out. In. Breathe. Two more. In and out. Last one. In and out. All right. Let's bring the legs up. Just take a stretch. Bend the knees in and rock a little side to side. Get ready for the crisscross. Hands behind the head. Here we are. Shoulders up off the mat. And we're going to extend. 1, 2, counting. And breathe. Good, you're doing great. 6. We're going for 16. And 8 more. Breathe as you extend. 2, 3, and keep that head looking up towards the ceiling. Don't crunch the neck. And 2 more. Good. And 8. Oh, nice. Bring it down. We're just getting it warmed up, that belly. Okay. Hands behind the head. Here. Bringing the hips up and back down. Up and right back to where you were. Up and back. Good. If you can't get the hips up, just kind of rock the legs. Here. Here. You just want to feel that core working and that lower back staying pressed on the mat and those shoulders up. Because if you lower the shoulders, your back is going to come up. I mean, you can go a little ways, but see how my back just came up? So if you really want to focus on getting those shoulders, that's what's going to build that core strength, is getting those shoulders up off the mat. We should have about 5 more. Oh. Okay. Last one, and we're going to roll all the way up into that boat. Here we go, up and up. There you are. Okay, if you want, let go and hold. Breathing in. If you need to, stay here, or you can put your hands back here. Breathe. Holding that boat. Breathe. All right. Rolling back, rolling like a ball, then back up. Don't let the feet touch. Here we go. Down and up. Nice. Do what you can. Try to get up onto those shoulders. Because if you just go like this, it's going to be really hard to get back up. You got to move up onto the shoulders and up. 3 more. 1, 2, and on that third one, we're going to hold. There we go. Down and up. There it is. Chest up, holding, breathing. All right, we're gonna bring it down. I'm gonna do a back stretch. This is a little difficult, so if you can't do it, don't do it, okay? And we're gonna come up here, and you can just do right here, or if you can go over, bring the legs over. Now, if you can't do any of this, just stay here. Just bring the legs up and take a stretch with the legs. Bring the knees in, rock side to side. Otherwise, you're up and over if you can. This just feels good. Take a deep breath in and exhale. One more deep breath in, and you're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. Nice and easy. Bring it down, straighten the legs, going for roll ups. Here we are. Arms out. Take a deep breath. Pull that tummy in and roll up. Stretch over. And I'm going to scoot back a little bit. And then chest up, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. All right. Again, up and over. And then down. Is really building that strength here. You don't know how much you need it until you're laying on a floaty in the middle of the lake, right? And you fall off, and you need to get back on that floaty in the middle of the lake. Oh boy, does it take a lot of core strength. Whew. Right? And over. And then up, and that's what happened to me yesterday. I was chasing some kid, doing our last splash out at the lake, splashing around, and went off the floaty and had a hard time getting back up, but I made it. Here we go. One more. And up, and we're gonna hold this stretch and stretch. Good. Take a deep breath and exhale. Let yourself go a little bit deeper into the stretch. Again. And come up. We'll do a leg stretch. So I'm sitting here, my feet are about 12 inches apart, arms out to the side. This is one of my favorite stretches. I'm gonna twist, try to touch the pinky finger to the pinky toe, look over the shoulder, and this gets a good stretch in the neck, back of the legs. So all over, good stretch. Deep breath in. And exhale. And another deep breath in. And exhale. Bring it up. And other side. Here we go. Over. Deep breath in. And exhale. All right. Take it up. And we're going to take a flow with that. Up and twist. And over. Up. Twist. Over. Up. Twist. Over. And last one. Up. Twist. Over. Okay, good. Let's bring it back down. And our feet are here, coming up for bridges. Okay. Deep breath in. You want to make sure that your feet are planted. Big toe, pinky toe, and heels. They're underneath you, not out like this, because you'll never get yourself up. They've got to be right underneath there. There we go. Even with the hips, deep breath in, lift up. Let's just hold it here for a second. Feel the tush working, feel the core. We'll stretch it across the top of the knees. And exhaling as you lower. All right, let's take that 8 times. Up and down. And up and down. Holding that tummy in. Just because we're in this position doesn't mean you can just let it flop. I've got to pull it in, pulling that belly button into the spine. Breathing. And the bridge is good if you have lower back pain, knee pain, neck pain. The bridge is just a good overall exercise. Now what's nice is you can do these in bed. You can wake up in the morning as long as you have a firmer mattress. You don't even have to get on the floor. Good. One more, and we're going to hold it up there. And up. And breathe. And exhale. Bring it down slowly. Okay, we're going to try with one leg. This is a little harder. You have to make sure that foot's underneath you. You can come up onto the toe if you want to. After you get your first one. One leg is up. If you have a difficult time with this, just stay with both feet on the ground. Otherwise, you're pushing up and down. And you're going to find one side is easier than the other. This is my left I'm pushing up with, and it's not as strong as my right. Again, if you want to come up onto the toe, like this, you can. And up, and down, up. A little harder like this. 2 more. 1. And there we go. 2. Good. Okay. Bring it down. Switch legs. Now I have my left leg up. And here we are. Up. And down. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. This side's a lot easier. Geez, I have to work my left a little harder. Breathe. And 2 more. It's going for 6. Last one. And, all right. Nice work. Bring it in. Let's rock it side to side. Good. Let's go ahead and take it over to the side. Here we are. Going for the leg lifts. Lying here. And try to get a little more centered. Okay. And tummy's here. Strong. And taking it up and down. You can see I make a fist. Otherwise, I'm like this. It hurts my wrist. But I want you down here or here. Right? Not up like this. And tummy strong. Going for 16, and the movement is up. I'm thinking up. But try to stay right there. Try not to fall back like I just did. Okay. And 3. Good. 4 more. And 7. There you are. And 8. And now I'm going to flex the foot, bring this bottom leg up. Use your hand if you need to. Bring it up and down. This is a hard one, so just try. You might only be able to just do this. You're going to really feel it in that oblique, right? Keep going. This is what's working right here. And up. 3 more. And 2. Nice job. and 3. There it is. Okay. Now flex this foot. The movement is down, pushing down. 2, 3, 5, 6. You're going to go for 32. 1, 2. Just a short little pulse. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 16 more. And you should feel this in that gluteus medius. 5 and 6, 7, 8. You bend the knees a little bit. Here we go. Bring it in and out. Hold that tummy strong. Stay balanced. I'm already burning. I'm burning in the butt. Okay, 8 more. Try to bring that knee to the elbow. Get right in there. And I like to point my toe just so I get a good stretch across the top of my metatarsal. Okay, we have 1 more, and now we're going to bring the feet together, working through it. Here we go. Up and down. I know it's burning. Just keep going. You're going to build strength in there. If it's really, really burning, it means it's really, really weak. We got to get it stronger. Then bring the knees in a little bit more, right? So they're at a 45. There you are. And we have 4 more. Good. And 7 and 8. All right. Let's just take the leg out. Take a nice stretch if you can with the leg. Stretch here, and then we'll come back. Cross it over on your back. And there we go. All right. To the other side. Keeping balanced here. And my legs are a little bit in front of me. I'm not back like that. They're a little in front, so I can keep that balance. Tummy in, up, and down, and 2, 3, yeah. And then 8 more. Thinking the movement is up and down, up. And breathe. Okay, good, okay. Hold it here. I can flex the foot, and I'm gonna bring that top or bottom onto the top. Up. 2. Really feeling that in the oblique. And 4 more. I'm using this hand to help. And, okay, good. Here we go, flexing the foot, bringing it down. 7, and tummies in. 2, 3, 4. Good. Starting to really warm up that gluteus medius. And 8 more. All right, bend the knee and bring it in. And these exercises really, really help if you pronate. And pronating is something that occurs with age. I saw that in my doctor's office one day. I went in and saw a poster. It was like, are your knees starting to go together? Turning in together? It's like, yeah. She said, yeah, it happens with age. And these muscles get weaker. So If you find that you're pronating a lot, which is turning in, your knees coming together, your feet turning in, and you went to physical therapy, these are the exact exercises that they would give you. So if you find that you are pronating, I would suggest watching videos during the time that we don't have class and doing these specific exercises, or just remembering what to do and doing it on your own. Here we go, one more. And okay. And this one here, especially with a band around so you have resistance, is going to help build. Also, the exercises that we do in the bar class help with building this gluteus medius muscle. What happens is we'll find out when we stand up, when you squeeze your tush and get your glutes nice and strong, you'll see your knees pop right out, right? When they're relaxed and weak, then they're turned in. So you want to get it to where you're just in a neutral position and they automatically turn out, and that's what building strength in this muscle. 4 more. 2. Okay. All right. Nice. Stretch it out. Just kind of pulling it towards me. And now I'm going to roll on my back and cross it over and stretch. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll up and go into our child's pose and downward dog to the plank. Always favorite. So you can do the child's pose. Right now I have my feet, my toes curled back because I want to get a little stretch into my toes. Yeah, so I'm just kind of doing this. And then when you get stretched across the top of the metatarsal here, bring it down and come down, over, and over. All right. Deep breath in, and we're going to come and go into that downward dog. So I want to curl my toes and lift the hips up as much as possible. I'm thinking of just tush to the ceiling. Tush way up, head in between the arms. Okay, pushing up, up. If you can only be here, that's okay. You know, do what you can in your hands. Remember to breathe, and let's lower one heel at a time. All right, that feels good in the feet. Let's come up on both toes and down just a couple of times as well. There, you feel that stretch? Ah, it's nice. Okay, from here we're going to go into that plank. If you need to modify, go to the knees. So I'm going to show the modification. First, everyone else should be going into plank. If you're modifying, you're just right here. And just hold. Good, if you're in plank, hold your plank. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Good. And you should feel, you don't want to be like this in your modification. You want to be right here. Tummy in, nice and strong. You're working in this modification. Right? Otherwise, you're in that plank. And let's go ahead and bring it back. Good. Okay, I'm going to show you the exercise I want you to do. If you're able to do plank. If you're in modification, hold off. Okay, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to drop both knees. Let them tap. Shoulder tap. Shoulder tap. Come back up. Okay, let's do it again. I want you to do 8 of these. Come down. Drop the knees. Don't let them touch. Don't let them rest. Just let them tap. Then tap. It's a tap, tap. Okay, and then back to the downward dog. If you're in modification, stay right here. Come back. And you're moving here. come into this and see, you have to pull in that tummy if you can tap and tap, right? And you just keep going in your full plank. Should have about 3 left. Here, tap and tap. Good, stay in the modification if you need to. Do here, down, tap. This is a tough one today. Think about getting up on that floaty. And last one, here we are. Down, tap, and tap. All right, good. Bring it down and rest. Nice work. Okay, go ahead and grab a drink if you need it, and let's stand up. Grab your light weights if you want. Okay. Woo. Here we go. And let's just see if we can adjust my camera a little bit. Can you see me? You can see me. Okay. Let's start. And just taking it up onto the toes. I have the light weights. And I'm going to come up onto the toes and bring the arms to the side. Good. And up and down. Keep going. My face is cut off. I think I'm going to turn a little bit at the angle here. Up and down on those toes. There we are. Good. And up and down. Looks like there's a halo behind me now, so that might not work. Like you go right down here. And down. Arms to the side. Coming up onto those toes. Four more. Breathe. 1. And 2. 3. And 4. All right. Turning the feet out. So my heels are touching. Now here's, I have my glutes nice and strong and engaged. And I'm going to come up to the front with the arms. And 2. Breathing, tummy in. And if you're finding it too hard to do both, just do one or the other. So right now I'm just doing my arms. Yeah? Or you can hold the weights here and just come up. Maybe do 8 of each so you get to that 16. There, I'm just modifying. And 8. Okay, toes together. Same thing. If you have a hard time doing both, we're going to do it with the bicep curl. You can just do the curl and stay here, or come up and down, or hold the weights here and come up and down. So maybe I'll do 8 of those. 7 there, and 8. And then just do the bicep curl. I'll do the combo. But if you're not doing the combo, let's do the arms. Two more. Nice. And 8. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and stretch it out. And push the heel down. And I'm going to take a little bend in that knee. And when I bend that knee, the back knee, I'm pushing down. I can get a little stretch in the Achilles tendon as well. And switch to the other leg. So if I bend this, I'm straight now, I'm getting a good stretch in the calf. And if I bend the knee. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and just talk about what I was talking about with the knees really quick. Stand in a neutral position. So my feet are here. I'm in this position. And I'm gonna look down, I'm not engaging anything, and I'm just gonna look down, and what are my knees doing, right? Feet are parallel. Are my knees going like this and turning in? My knees, not knocking knees, yeah? Okay. Even if they're turned a little, go ahead from here. Squeeze the tush. Squeeze hard, like we do. Squeeze and look at your knees and look at them turn out. You see your internal right here and your hip flexors, right? And as you turn out, as you're squeezing, you'll also notice that your feet, you're kind of going onto the side a little bit, so you're not supinating, but you're lifting that pronation, because when you're like this, if your feet are turned in and you have no arch there, that's also your pronating. So just doing that little squeeze, I see that my toes are here and I have a little bit of an arch now, and my knees are turned out, and then I release and it's So what you want to do is you're building the strength in here. This is a good exercise for this. You want to get it to when you release that you're actually not just plopping and pronating back in. So building the strength in here. Okay. So let's go ahead. With that being said, let's stand on one leg. And we're just going to do a little lift here. I'll show you on this leg. And I'm going to have my arms here. And I'm just going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I have a bend in this knee. And I'm just squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. If you need to hang on, catching them something. And we're just going to do this 8 more times. And then we're going to go into our balancing. 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay. This exercise, as I'm coming down, my arms are out to the side, and then I'm coming back up. This one helps to build that glute strength in that supporting leg. If you have a hard time going down and up, just come up and down. And as you're doing this, keep going. Feel in the supporting leg. This is the supporting leg. The knee's a little soft. This is holding me here. Strong. Okay. Up and down. So same if I'm doing this one. The full exercise. This is my left, my weaker side. I'm going to be able to come and get it right here. There. And then down. And I struggle with this side, this left side. This is where I have a lot of pronating issues. So as I'm doing this, keep going. I'm really feeling it in my ankles. Wow, because that ankle, my foot wants to go plop and turn right in, and I have to build that strength. And building strength hurts. Takes a little effort here. So right now I'm just doing the modification. Let's try 2 more with the full or modification. Up and down, up and down. Okay, good. And then stretch it out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to switch over to the other leg. I'm going to take that balance first and squeeze for 32. Squeezing up, 2. So I'm using both glutes now. This one's holding me here. And this one I'm using the minimus muscle and squeezing. Here I'm using the medius to hold me. And up, tummy's in. Oh, I think we only did 16 on the last leg, so we'll end right here. Okay, here we go. Bringing it up, over, and up. Keep going. Over and up. Now if you're modifying, again, you're just right here, up and down. And think about it, look at your foot, make sure that that you do have that nice arch and that you're balanced on the big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Look down at it. A little soft here using this glute. And up, that's the modification. We've got about 3 more on the regular. Two. And 3. All right. Nice. Stretch it out. From here, we're going to take regular squats with the bicep curl. Legs are nice and wide. Okay. And I'm going down. It's like I'm sitting in a chair. My knees are over my heels. And here, a huddle position or chair. And then I'm going to come back up. If you want to take a bicep curl with it, down, up. And the working muscles here are those glutes. Got both glutes working, squeezing to get you up. The quads are helping. Yeah. Arms are working. Breathing. And 8 more. If you need to, just hold right here. If you need to have a chair behind you, you can get a chair. And then it's your tapping and up. We're just sitting and up, right? Keep the chest up. Don't let yourself collapse down like that. You don't want to be like this, chest up. 4 more. You can just take the arms here if you want to as well. Good. 3. And 4. All right. Good work on that. Really feeling those legs work. We're going to take it into the plie squat or the sumo squat. So legs are wide, and I'm going to come right down. Knees over the toes. I'm working in here. Coming up, when I come up, I'm squeezing in here, right? Down and up. You can keep the arms here, or you can bring the arms here and up. Good, like this. It's a little harder. If you're feeling tension in your neck, don't do this. 3 pounds is heavy to do this, so. Breathe. Keep going, 6 more. Again, if you're here, just hold it here. If you can get deeper, okay. 2 more. All right, nice work. Let's take a row today. If you want to grab a heavy weight, grab a heavy weight. If not, stay with the light weights. I'm putting my 2 together, so it kind of gives me a little bit heavier weight. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. I'm going to come here, pull the arm up and down. Nice and easy. Now, if you want to take a twist, come up, pull that tummy in now. When you're here, your tummy's in. If I loosen my tummy, ooh, my back just curved. So I've got to pull that tummy in, strong back as I'm coming up and down. You can take that twist with it and twist. Good. Just getting the obliques, getting a little work in there as well as the lat muscles, the latissimus dorsi. Yes. And again, if you don't feel comfortable twisting, you're just right here. And the lats are a strong muscle. You can do this with a 10-pound. Really easy. Four more. I'm losing count, but I'm not counting as much because I looked back at some of my videos and realized that I'm counting. And then I'm like dreaming of numbers. I wake up in the middle of the night, 5, 6. I'm trying to keep count in my head as I'm talking. Here we go. Come down. Normally, I have one of my favorite students always counting for me in class, but she's here with us today, but we can't hear her. I'd be walking around and I'd be like, what number are we on? You know who you are. Good. 8 more, right? Breathe. Nice. Yeah. All right, good. Let's go ahead and stretch the head over to one side and over to the other side. Both arms up. Here, let me see my arms. And I think I'm going to take a little plie with it so my head doesn't come off. So I'm going to come down, arms up, and down. There we go. If you want to just come arms up and down, you can. I always take a nice plie with it. Ah, feels good. I was watching a bar class the other day online. Bar 3. They had one here in Menlo. Unfortunately, it closed. Keep going. They did so many squats. So many plie squats. They weren't even on a bar. Where's the bar? They were like this. Keep going. And just here, pulsing maybe 100 times. It's like, oh. Yep. And one more. Down. Arms up. All right. Good job. Let's take it back down to the mat. There was lots of bar classes where there's no bar. It's like, what kind of bar class is that? We use a chair. I'm used to using ballet bar in my classes, but it was interesting that there was no bar. Okay, here we are. Oh, nice work. Let's go ahead and just push up and down. Let's take that for 8 today. Keep both knees bent. Push up and then just come down. If you want to go in a full side plank, you can. I'm just tapping, not resting. I don't want to rest. If you need to rest, rest. If you can, challenge yourself. One more. Okay. Switch it to the other side. And breathe. Tummy in. Push up. And then come right there. There you go. Exhaling as you go up. There it is. 2 more. All right, good job. Let's go onto our stomachs for super girl, super guy, super cat. We didn't get a cat this morning. He's right in front of me, looking out the window, chasing squirrels. Okay, let's bring it up and down and up. Going for 8. And building that strength in the lower back. Doing a little bit of a stretch. Exhale. One more, I think. All right. Let's stretch and come up onto our hands and knees. Bring the right leg through. And if you need to do your stretches while you're standing, go ahead and stand and stretch. Do what works for you. Hang on to something. Get a stretch going in those hip flexors right here. Breathe in and exhaling. Okay, straighten the leg. Straighten, flex that toe. Ooh, good stretch behind the knee. And switch to the other side. All right. Deep breath in and exhale. And deep breath in. And then straighten leg. So they said today that gyms in Santa Clara County can open indoor gyms. I don't know how you feel about that, but I am not going back. I don't know, they keep opening and then they keep closing. So here we go, let's come back down. In my mind, I just feel that it's just a little bit with, all the exertion that we do in exercise, sweating, especially in the Zumba classes and the UGM and stuff like that. And people breathing heavy when we're doing the bar class. We're gonna stretch down. You're really breathing heavy, and so I just feel like it's too much stuff floating around inside a gym. I prefer to stay virtual, so here we go, bring it over. And stretch. And see if you can take a deep breath and stretch a little further. Really getting a good stretch in those obliques. Other side. Stretch down. And then bring it through. All right. And then stretching to the front. See if you can get a little further down than when we first started. Breathe. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Nice. Let's bring you can sit in a comfortable position if this is good, cross-legged, or here. Take the head over to one side. And down here, more resistance. Okay, and then over to the other side. Reach the arms up and open, stretching to the back. Good job. And give yourselves a hand. I'm knocking things over already. Great job today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see y'all next week.